The year is 2035. Technology has woven itself into the fabric of our lives. Flying cars soar above bustling streets. Artificial intelligence assists us in our daily tasks. Yet beneath this veneer of progress lies a disquieting truth. Our planet is hurting. The consequences of our actions are becoming increasingly difficult to ignore. Charles, a brilliant systems analyst, felt this deeply. He worked at Chronotech, a pioneering company specializing in temporal research. His life was a testament to human ingenuity, but he couldn't shake the feeling that we were living on borrowed time. Little did he know, his work would soon plunge him into a terrifying reality, forcing him to confront the future we were so carelessly creating. Charles's world was one of stark contrasts. Advanced technology promised a brighter future, but the shadow of environmental neglect loomed large. The air was heavy with pollutants. The once pristine oceans were now choked with plastic. The very planet that nurtured us was sending out desperate cries for help. Chronotech's crowning achievement was the Temporal Analyzer, a device capable of peering into the corridors of time. Charles, deeply involved in the project, was tasked with running simulations, analyzing potential timelines based on current data. The machine was a marvel, but it was also a Pandora's box. One fateful day, during a routine simulation, something went wrong. The temporal analyzer malfunctioned, engulfing Charles in a blinding flash of light. When he opened his eyes, he was no longer in the familiar confines of the laboratory. The world around him was alien, hostile, and eerily desolate. He had been catapulted 60 years into the future, landing in the year 2095. But this wasn't the future he had envisioned. The air was thick with smog, making each breath a struggle. The once vibrant cities were now crumbling ruins, testaments to humanity's recklessness. The world of 2095 was a dystopian nightmare. Climate change had ravaged the planet, leaving behind a trail of devastation. Gone were the lush forests and shimmering oceans. In their place stretched vast, arid wastelands, punctuated by the ruins of a bygone era. The remnants of humanity huddled in overcrowded, resource-starved megacities, fighting for survival. Charles was a stranger in a strange land, a man out of time in a world teetering on the brink. The weight of what he had seen pressed down on him. He had always known about the environmental challenges facing his time, but witnessing the future firsthand was a chilling wake-up call. The people of 2095 were hardened, their spirits ground down by years of struggle. They had become accustomed to a life of scarcity, where clean air and water were luxuries. They had long forgotten the beauty of a thriving planet, their hopes extinguished by the unrelenting cruelty of their reality. Haunted by the desolate landscape of 2095, Charles knew he couldn't simply accept this future. He had to act, to warn his people, to change the course of history. His only hope lay with the Temporal Analyzer, the very machine that had brought him to this desolate future. He scoured the ruins of Chronotech, piecing together the remnants of the Temporal Analyzer, his heart pounding with a desperate hope. Could he repair the machine? Could he bend time itself to save humanity from itself? The Temporal Analyzer, though damaged, hummed with residual energy. Charles poured all his knowledge and skill into reactivating it. He understood the risks, the unpredictable nature of temporal manipulation, but he was driven by a higher purpose. He was determined to return to his time, to fight for a future that wouldn't be stained by regret and despair.